अस्सलाम वालेकुम माय डियर स्टूडेंट्स। आज हम बात करने जा रहे हैं मेगास्पोरोजेनेसिस की एंड देन वी विल बी टॉकिंग अबाउट फीमेल गेमेटोफाइट डेवलपमेंट। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, व्हाट इज मेगास्पोरोजेनेसिस? Megasporogenesis simply means formation of megaspores from megaspore mother cell inside the ovule. How this megaspore formation takes place? It basically occurs as a result of meiosis in megaspore mother cell. This is megaspore mother cell. It undergoes meiosis and results in the formation of 4 megaspores. Okay. Now, what are the cells that give rise to these megaspores? Basically, it is archosporium or primary archosporial cell that undergoes meiosis and results in the formation of megaspores. The archosporium or primary archosporial cell, it is hypodermal. Hypodermal means it lies below the epidermis. And this hypodermal cell, it is present in the primordial nucleus. The archosporium or archosporial cell, it is prominent in comparison to the surrounding cells because of its large size, dense cytoplasm and a large nucleus. Here you can see this is the primordial nucleus, I mean the developing ovule. Okay, this cell, this is the archosporium or primary archosporial cell. It has large size, a large nucleus and a dense cytoplasm as compared to the rest cells. That is why it is easily distinguished from the surrounding cells. Now, archosporium gives rise to haploid megaspores, and the way it forms the megaspores, it differs in cross-nucleate ovules and in tenuinucleate ovules. Okay, first of all, we will see how the archosporium gives rise to megaspores in case of cross-nucleate ovules. In cross-nucleate ovules, the archosporium divides by a periclinal wall and results in the formation of outer primary parietal cell and inner bigger primary sporogenous cell. Okay, say this is the archosporium. It divides and results in the formation of outer primary parietal cell and inner primary sporogenous cell. The outer primary parietal cell, either it remains undivided or divides to form the parietal tissue. Parietal tissue is responsible for the formation of wall layers. Either it will remain undivided or it will divide and will result in the formation of parietal tissue. And this parietal tissue, it results in the formation of wall layers. Now, the inner cell, bigger primary sporogenous cell, it functions as megaspore mother cell, and this inner bigger primary sporogenous cell, it will divide by meiosis and will result in the formation of haploid megaspores. Now, in case of tenuinucleate ovules and pseudocross-nucleate ovules, what happens is the archosporium, it does not divide by periclinal wall. Instead, it directly functions as megaspore mother cell and undergoes meiosis. It undergoes meiosis and results in the formation of haploid megaspores. So, in case of cross-nucleate and in tenuinucleate ovules, the only difference is, while in case of cross-nucleate ovules, the archosporium divides by periclinal wall and results in the formation of outer primary sporogenous cell and outer primary parietal cell and inner primary sporogenous cell. In case of tenuinucleate ovules, no such division takes place. Instead, it directly functions as megaspore mother cell. Here you can see this is how megaspore formation occurs in case of cross-nucleate ovules. This is the archosporium. It is having a large size, large nucleus and dense cytoplasm. It divides periclinally, forming inner primary sporogenous cell and outer primary parietal cell. Here, the outer primary parietal cell divides and results in the formation of parietal layers or parietal tissue. Okay, they form additional wall layers. While as the inner primary sporogenous cell, it undergoes meiosis first and results in the formation of dyad. Then each of these two cells of the dyad, they will undergo meiosis second and will result in the formation of a tetrad of megaspores. Now the question is, are all these megaspores functional? It depends upon the species. In some species, all the 4 megaspores they remain functional. In others, only 2 remain functional. Whereas in majority of the cases, it has been found that the 3 megaspores degenerate and only 1 remains functional. Here you can see these upper 3 megaspores, which lie towards the micropyle, they degenerate, whereas the lower one, it functions. And this lower megaspore is known as functional megaspore because it ultimately gives rise to the formation of female gametophyte. Now, you know how megaspore formation takes place. In the next part, we are going to deal with the development of female gametophyte or embryo sac. Till then, stay blessed and thank you all.